What do you think of the Masked Maniac?
The Masked Maniac? That sounds like one of our rival cab companies.
What do you think of the Masked Maniac?
Okay.
The Masked Maniac. He's my hero.
Meet Robert Randall, hard-working teacher.
This sort of viciousness shouldn't be allowed. This is professional wrestling.
Dedicated vice principal.
Oh, no! I think he's going to hit the Masked Maniac.
And devoted father, who moonlights as a professional wrestler.
My father's an animal.
This is my other job, and these are my friends. But you both got to keep this a secret.
In this world of ours, sometimes bring us down, pin our hopes to the ground, but we can work it out. 'Cause giving in is oh so hard, when love is at stake, where there's a will, there's a way. Now if we only knew how, learning the ropes, learning to laugh and fears, learning to fight through these years that bring us closer together, learning the ropes, learning the first golden rule, knowing that anything is possible. 'Cause nothing's gonna keep us from learning the ropes.
If I didn't work on Citrus Hill, I would have thought my kids get enough calcium. But just because you give them milk and cheese doesn't mean they finish it. What we did was add bone-building calcium to 100% pure orange juice. Fresh, delicious juice. So you know your kids will drink it. Valerie loves it. To her, it's juice. To me, it's calcium she needs.
Clara Nin makes Citrus Hill Plus calcium for her family and for yours.
Zestfully clean. Zestfully clean. You're not fully clean unless you're zestfully clean.
Do I look clean to you? Surprise. I'm not fully clean unless I'm zestfully clean. Soap leaves a sticky film on you that won't rinse away, but Zest rinses you fully clean.
Zestfully, zestfully, zestfully clean. You're not fully clean unless you're zestfully clean.
Oatmeal Raisin Crisp?
Taste what they've done.
Hi, I'm Greg Heinrich here at the Chevrolet National Convention at Bally's Grand Hotel. To avoid having to transport them to many Chevy dealers, GM made us a fantastic deal. They sold us all these exciting new 1989 display trucks at special below factory prices. And here they are at Fairway, more than 200 executive models from S10 Blazers to Astro vans. We've saved thousands of dollars on this deal and we're passing it on to you. Now you can save thousands at Fairway Chevrolet.
Oatmeal Raisin Crisp?
Taste what they've done to my oatmeal. Taste what they've done to oatmeal. Why, for goodness sakes, it's now crispy flakes for a whole new taste of feel. Taste what they've done to oatmeal.
Oatmeal Raisin Crisp, the nutrition of whole grain oats and crispy flakes with plump raisins, bits of almonds, and a touch of brown sugar. Get the goodness of oatmeal.
Taste what they've done to oatmeal.
You gotta taste it.
Some hearts never forget. Some hearts never forget. Some hearts never forget. Hey, I was cutting some mean riffs.
Mean? They were life-threatening. You know, I thought with Illinois visiting grandmother for the week, we'd have a little more peace and quiet around here.
Yeah, well, can I get a little support for my music?
I don't mind supporting music as a hobby.
A hobby? You know, someday I'm gonna play lead guitar for you, too.
You dreaming. I just want you to put a full effort into your schoolwork.
Dad, as far as my schoolwork's concerned, nothing will change.
And that's what I'm afraid of.
Can I use the car tonight?
If you pass by the library.
As a matter of fact, I am gonna pass by the library. On my way to the music store.
Wrong. You're going in tonight. You can drop me off at the arena. I have a match tonight.
Okay, I'll go.
Relax. This is a new weapon the Masked Maniac's going to use against his opponent tonight. As a method of unfriendly persuasion.
Oh, goes around his head.
I haven't decided yet.
Hey, if it did, the Masked Maniac.
How you doing, Ricky? Son, you know Ricky Morton?
Of the Rock and Roll Express? Who doesn't?
Hey, I thought you were going to get a haircut.
I just did. So you must be Maniac Jr.
Listen, you're a pretty awesome guitar player. You know that?
I'll just fill around a little bit. Helps calm me down after the bloodshed in the ring.
I play too, you know.
Hey, you any good?
Well, my father thinks so. As a matter of fact, he's told me to take my music on the road. Any road.
That good, huh?
Yeah. Listen, some friends and I are forming a band. I thought maybe you'd want to come by and jam with us.
Then what are you into?
A little soul, a little punk, a little heavy metal, and a lot of volume.
All right, kid, I'll come by and say with you guys, but first of all, I gotta tell you something. I'm into a little rap. Matter of fact, I just wrapped a guy's head around a turnbuckle.
It's gruesome. It's horrible. It's vicious. It's NWA wrestling at its finest. The perfect mix of sport entertainment and pain. Oh, no. Jim Cornette just slipped the Maniac the largest key ring I've ever seen in my life. With some device he's strapping over his opponent's head. Uh-oh. Here's trouble. The referee's onto him. The Masked Maniac has been disqualified for cruel and unusual punishment.
So what did you do last night?
Oh, just a quiet night with the boys.
Sounds boring. What do guys talk about anyway?
Oh, we just wrestle with the events of the day.
Well, if you ever tire of male bonding, you can always wrestle with me.
Carol, you need to learn to be a little more direct.
Oh, Miss Dixon, I'm not entirely pleased with this mandatory sex education class. I'd just as soon let the little buggers breed like rats.
Uncle Whitcomb, I think it's important that the students know about the miracle of life.
Why can't they learn the way I learned?
Because we're using textbooks now instead of bathroom walls.
Pity.
Wow, this sex stuff is going to be just great. Look at this picture.
Cool off. That's the author.
Oh, well, what about that?
That's his pipe.
I knew that.
You don't know anything. Now there's a picture. Come on. Mark, this could be us. You could be diagram A, I could be diagram B, and together we could make beautiful diagram C.
Class, listen up. Mr. Mallory has a few things he'd like to say to you before we embark down the road to procreation.
I sense your apprehension, so I have chosen to conduct the first class myself, just to see that things go smoothly.
Mark, pay attention.
I did. Good beat, easy to dance to. 25 for the bullet.
Production. Now, a lot of you have heard a bunch of bizarre stories as to how babies are made. I assure you, these are all distortions. There's only one place that babies come from, the stork.
Mr. Mallory, I think they're ready for the straight scoop.
Certainly not. Questions? Yes?
How long does it take the sperm to get to the ovum?
It depends on how much traffic there is.
Well, after fertilization, how long does it take the conceptus to navigate the fallopian tube and adhere to the uterine wall?
Well, now that you've all learned about the stork and all, I'll leave the dirty stuff to Miss Dixon. why he was so anxious to come home. I mean, those two girls on lane 6 were practically ours.
Jerry, you are my neighbor, you are my friend, but you need glasses.
Why? What was wrong with them?
I have a strict policy when I date. 1 beard per couple.
All right, guys. Thanks a lot.
See you guys. Hey, Ricky, what are you doing here?
I'm just jamming with your son here. He's got a lot of talent. Hey, Mark, I'll see you tomorrow night.
All right, Rick, thanks a lot.
See you in the ring, maniac.
All right. What's going on tomorrow night?
Well, every Tuesday's amateur night down at High Voltage. We're going to try the band out there.
Mm-hmm. I think we need to talk, Mark.
Dad, just picture it. Mark Randall, ultra rock star. Rich beyond belief. Sexy beyond comprehension. And women, Dad, women. An ocean of women as far as the eye can see. All screaming to get their groping little hands on me.
Any room for a piccolo playing psychologist?
Oh, wait a minute. Hold it. Remember Mr. Reality? No, first school, then the music stuff.
I can handle it, Dad.
Tanya, you've got college boards in 2 weeks. If you mess those up, you're not going to get in a decent school.
Look, I'm on top of it. I'll study for those just as soon as I pick out an outfit for tomorrow night. Oh, do you think I should wear something that shows a lot of pelvis? Or something that can be torn off easily?
Oh, no. A therapist with an accordion, huh?
I know my voice carries. I know he can hear. But something in the middle, it's not connecting.
Nice. Now, we can deal with this. Let's examine the root of the conflict. You are entering your declining years. It's all over for you.
I'm only 37.
Happens just like that. And Mark, however, is entering the prime of his life. I mean, he's gonna blast right past you. It's all over.
Do you always give this kind of advice to your patients? I mean, what do we know about this rock club?
Sounds like better pickings than the bowling alley.
Thank you, Dr. Ruthless.
Look, do you want my advice?
No.
I'll have you know, there are people who pay $100 an hour for it.
And there are people who stick pencils up their noses.
Same people. You're worrying about nothing. The chances of Mark making it are minuscule.
You know, but he's pretty good. I mean, what if he's that 1 in a million?
The minute he gets in front of a breathing audience, he's gonna fold like a lawn chair.
And now, a group making a first appearance here in High Voltage on New Talent Night. Put your hands together for Mark Randall and Ricky Morton.
Can't stop remembering when you were mine. How I wish that we could relive those times. There were stormy nights, we held each other close. Never thought you'd ever let me go. All meant so much more than a memory to me. Baby, some hearts never forget. Sometimes they just hold on. Some hearts never forget. No, I just don't wanna believe you're gone. Some hearts never forget. Oh
When did you fold like a lawn chair?
He wasn't doing that well in school anyway.
Beautiful, beautiful. Another day begins. Implications.
You're late.
There's a lot to be learned. A Milky Way and a friend. Good things that never
grades, no football. You can't do this to yourself. You have to try a little harder.
Milky Way, helping you.
I'm gonna give it my best shot.
Through your day.
And now, a Russian dance in honor of my new stroganoff.
You'll fall for new Hamburger Helper Stroganoff, too. It starts with your hamburger, then adds enriched egg noodles, creamy sauce, and a special final step, real sour cream mix. For an authentic Stroganoff taste your family will love.
Hamburger Helper. New stroganoff. It makes a great meal. It's a lot better than my dancing.
I gotta eat.
There's something over there. Can't get anywhere. Just down the road away. Anytime, any day. It's what's happening next. It's where best meets west. Crossing, jumping, busting, bumping. Taco Bell at your order.
I'm starved.
Make a run for the border.
Get away with our Mexican pizza for just $1.99. Now at Taco Bell.
It's never happened before. It may never happen again. Jim Marsh has received the largest allocation ever of new Jeeps, over $2 million of inventory. So we're having a factory-authorized 10 sale. Special factory incentive, 7.9 financing, rebates up to $1,000, and huge discounts. Drive this Comanche for $224 a month, a Wrangler for $249 a month, or this Cherokee for $274 a month. Only at the Jim Marsh 10 sale, Eastern off Sahara. Hurry, end Saturday.
The new Elvis.
There's no proof that the old one's gone.
Dad, this is my new image. What do you think?
I don't think there's any room in the house for you and your hair.
Dad, I've got moose in my hair.
You're lucky it's not hunting season.
Look, you were there last night. You saw history in the making. I was a king.
Please, sit down, you hairness. Have a grapefruit.
What? I've got some good news. I've decided not to go to college. This wasn't just any snap decision. I gave it a lot of thought in the shower.
A shower isn't long enough to make a life decision, Mark.
Dad, last night was the greatest night of my life. Being up there in front of that screaming crowd made me realize where I belong.
Mark, you know, you haven't heard screaming. You're not quitting school.
Dad, we slayed them last night. You heard the response we got.
Yes, you were good.
So what's the problem?
All right, look, I'll make you a deal. Go to college. Graduate. Then you drop out.
Dad, this is important to me.
Look, Mark, this is not the kind of life I want for you.
Yeah, well, maybe this is the kind of life I want for me.
Mark, you're outnumbered.
Huh? There's only two of us in here.
Mark, look at you. Look at me. You're outnumbered.
I'm sorry, Dad, but this time I think I know what's right for me.
Mark!
Kid, you were hot last night. Love the hair. What's wrong?
For 17 years, I've threatened Mark when he stepped out of line. I mean, they've been empty threats, but they've always worked. Until today.
So now he knows the real you. Ineffectual, cowardly, and over the hill.
You know, I'm going to have to try something really radical with Mark, like reasoning with him.
You think that'll work?
Of course it won't work. He's a teenager. He's bent on making me crazy.
So, he won't actually be coming back for that, right?
No.
If the Avenger thinks he's going to outsmart Rick Morton, he better think again. There you go, fans. It's another magnificent rock and roll move. The Avenger charges it Ricky? He steps out of the way, and the man in green has hung himself up on the rope. Ooh, I bet he's green inside and out now. The Avenger has his back to Ricky Morton, and Ricky is going up onto the top rope. Ricky makes his move, and there you have it, fans. Ricky Morton, in another awesome move, laid the Avenger out.
Fellow rocker, what it was.
My man Mark, what happened to your hair? Looked like you plugged it in the amplifier.
You like it, huh? Listen, that club that we jammed at, they want us back, but for money this time.
Man, I love to, but my wrestling schedule's pretty heavy.
I don't think you understand. They're willing to pay us $300 a week.
I spend more of that on bandages.
Look, I don't want to have to get tough here, but if you're not going to be in my band, I'm going to have to go solo.
Well, slab, kid. Take no prisoners.
Okay, well, you keep in touch, huh? You can say you knew me when.
You know that kid's lucky he's not a wrestler. I'd be forced to kill him.
You have all passed the sex education test. Barely.
Hey, no problem. I'll be rapidly accelerating up to Rockstar 101.
Good for you, but you'll have to get out of my class first. As for the rest of you, some of you might want to consider taking a remedial course before planning a family.
Can you recommend any good colleges where I could do postgraduate work in the subject?
For the next part of the course, we'll be dealing with parenting and family skills. Break into pairs, please, a boy and a girl, and we'll start with how to change a baby. Now, the first thing that I would like you to look at here
I just thought I'd stop by to make sure you haven't gone too far with this sex education. Oh, my God, I'm too late.
Mark! Mark! Jerry! Don't you have a refrigerator at home?
Well, why would I need one there, too?
Have you seen Mark?
No. Just some eggs and milk and some salad dressings and grape. There are the pickles.
Have you seen Mark?
Yes. Now can I have a pickle?
Well, where is he?
He told me to tell you he went to a basketball game.
He went to that rock and roll club again, didn't he?
Okay, you dragged it out of me.
I can't believe it. He deliberately defied me again.
Bruno Bettelheim, famous child psychologist, once said, "Those darn kids will make you crazy."
That you went to school for 5 years?
All I'm saying is, when you go down to that rock club, which you're going to do, remember, like you said, this kid is you.
Okay, I hear what you're saying. The kid is me. Oh, boy, am I in trouble.
I'm not gonna put you folks through any more of this. Mark!
Mark.
Yeah. Because Jerry spilled his guts.
I threatened to take away his refrigerator privileges.
I should have listened to you and stayed home. I wouldn't have gone up there and put that crowd to sleep.
I was awake. You were pretty good. It takes a lot of guts to get up on that stage.
Thanks, Dad. But the magic just wasn't there without Ricky Martin. So, decided how many years I'm grounded for?
Oh, let's just say you're going to be able to see the return of Halley's Comet from the comfort of your bedroom.
So I guess next time I decide to sneak around your back, I'll tell you first.
Deal.
My priorities are fouled up. I love Kellogg's Raisin Squares simply for the taste. You're right. I'm self-indulgent and shallow. I know they have no salt or fat. I know that avoiding that stuff makes sense in my heart. No salt. That's a good reason to eat Raisin Squares. But me, I just keep stuffing them in purely for that yummy raisin in the middle. I thought I was intelligent. Well, I am.
Kellogg's Squares. No salt, no fat. Relax. Enjoy them to your heart's content.
When you bite Dentyne, that snappy flavor bites you back. And that tingle freshens your breath. Dentyne, the gum that bites you back.
When the burning, itching, and soreness of hemorrhoids flare up, Tux medicated pads give you soothing, cooling relief on contact. For hemorrhoid flare-up, get Tux from Park Davis.
Some things go great together, like the honey and graham of Golden Grahams.
That golden honey and graham cracker taste of Golden Grahams.
It's the taste you never outgrow.
When you mix Golden Grahams, Kraft Marshmallows, and Nestle Milk Chocolate Morsels, what do you get? Nothing. Look for the s'mores recipe on the box.
Hi, I'm Jody, blowing my own horn for the Deli 300, now with 5 locations to serve you over 300 kosher-style deli sandwiches. For free delivery to your business or office, call 733-7005.
10-Pin Auto Sales, 3494 Boulder Highway between Sahara and the freeway has stocked the entire lot. Big cars, small cars, all makes and models, and we carry our own contracts. So bring down the entire family and let 10-Pin Auto strike up a deal that'll make everyone put on a happy face.
Stay tuned for NWA Pro Wrestling.
Next on KRLR TV 21, Cable 2.